Hey, everybody. We're live. All right. I'm Mike. This is Moose. You're here for yet another episode of Live Mike on the Modeling with Mike channel. This is a special Live Mike today. Since tomorrow's Thanksgiving here in the States, we're having this on Wednesday. So yeah. No special topic to discuss today. It's going to be a ask me anything, talk about what you want. We're just going to do an hour and a half of shooting the bull and just enjoying. So, uh, let's go straight to the chat, shall we? And Looney Tuning, hey dude, that's Jan, if I remember right. What's happening over there, Jan? Today it's been kind of real gray and overcast and very blowy out. Very blowy out. Wind's been blowing about 25, 30 mile an hour, gusting to about 50 today. Had the power probably had the power flicker on and off like two or three times today. And if you haven't noticed yet, I do have a cold. That cold that's been going in and out the past 2 weeks. Well, Sunday morning it decided to finally let loose. And I've been down. I've been down with a cold all week. But the show must go on. So Jan, what are you saying? I'm getting a new bathroom, so I might need your tips on Jeep modeling. Well, I don't know what good that's gonna do to a bathroom, but hey, I'll do what I can. Yeah, I've actually uh, worked on a bathroom before, or helped work on the bathroom. It was my own bathroom, but I didn't know a damn thing about what I was doing. So, my buddy put in the bathtub and did all the plumbing, and I I sort of sat around and handed him tools. Yeah, I hope you're not doing it yourself. So, what are you putting in it? What are you putting in it, Jan? But costs an arm and a leg. Yeah, you putting in like a new tub or a new shower or a whole damn thing getting redone. What, buddy? Because when I did mine, I was buying this old house off a friend of mine, and Lucy wants down. There you go, buddy. I was buying this house off a buddy of mine. It needed everything. It needed the kitchen done, the living room done, the bedroom was about the only thing that was halfway cool with it, but yeah, it was fun. Yeah. Uh, Everything new, not bathtub, but new walls, floor, ceiling, shower, toilet, and sink. Wow. And of course, new plumbing goes with it. Of course, new plumbing goes with it. So, what do you got on your workbench, Jan? I'm starting my next build series. We'll, well, yeah, we'll start Friday with the review, the kit review. It's gonna be de Havilland Tiger Moth. A de Havilland Tiger Moth from Airfix. Compliments of Mr. John Christmas. It's gonna be that yeah. Oh, it's gonna be that photo etch challenge that he challenged me to. Yeah, those kits came in this past week, so it starts. Jan said, didn't build, way too dusty. Coming Saturday, the Dutch IPMS show. Cool. I take it you don't have anything entered. You're just gonna go there as a viewer. Well, this hat is just driving me nuts. Show table only. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. I wish I had a show or something to go to around here. Yeah. They are just dry around here. I'm gonna build there a bit for everybody. Cool. Excellent. Excellent. Hey Bernard, how you doing? How's things in H-Town, buddy? We're just to catch you up on everything. We're just shooting the bull today. Ask me anything. Talk about what you want. Jan and I have been talking about the Dutch IPMS show coming up on Saturday. John Christmas, how you doing, buddy? Yes, indeed. Your package came Monday. I picked it up from the mailroom yesterday, and the review video was filmed yesterday and should be out Friday. I gotta come back in here tonight and I gotta keep on editing that video, and plus I gotta prime that tiger moth for the first build video on Friday, which means part of tomorrow is going to be a working holiday for me, as I definitely have to get that video edited by Friday and uploaded to. Gotta get it edited and uploaded to YouTube by Friday, and definitely have to get at least the cockpit part to the tiger moth done by Friday, so I can start shooting the build. So, gonna be a busy Thanksgiving for yours truly, on top of cooking everything. And John says, looking forward to watching you tackle the PE. Well, I'm not looking forward to doing it. Bernard, how long does it take to edit and complete your videos? It depends. Like I said at the start of the stream today, I've been down with a cold all week, so I filmed this video while under a cold, but usually it could take me anywhere from a few hours to a couple days, depending on how many long breaks there are. I have this bad habit when I'm filming to do the old Captain Kirk thing. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, why do I have to do this? Stuff like that. There's a pause between every word, and I have a bad habit of doing that, and those long pauses have to come out of there, which takes time. Otherwise, I sound like Captain Kirk and I sound like an idiot. So yeah, anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days. Chester Lewis. Hey y'all. Hey Chet, what's up? Jan says, just take your time. PE is just another part. Yeah, Chet, that's logical. Yeah. Live long and prosper, my friend. but going back to that PE, I mean, it's like there's some parts in there that on that PE part that really scare me, but most of it is handleable, if that's a word. Handleable. Most of that looks like I can handle it. Yeah. But back to your question, Bernard. I answered it, but this video's taking a little longer because this cold's just, I mean, I worked for a little bit and then I got to go sit down and then I'll work for a little bit. And yeah, it's, Bernard says, you guys have any tips for painting the windshield frames on cars? Anything to make the masking easier? Yeah. Try, yeah. I had it right in my head. This bare metal foil. Yes, Chet just Chet just said it. Use bare metal foil. That is the easiest way to get that chrome look around your windows. Chet says PE positively easier and PE positively evil. And then he says, Bernard, I use bare metal foil. Painting is not easy. You know it isn't. Jan says masking set, but I get those for every model. Yeah, and those cost money too. So if you don't have the money, you know, uh, a lot of times I'll use my Molotov pen. Uh, do it, do it very slowly. Do it very slowly, a very small amount at one time. Because if you try to get it all in one, you're gonna get the shakes, and that thing's gonna yeah, and it's all gonna. So you got to do it very small amounts at one time, and do it very slowly, very carefully. Bernard says, "Cool, thank you. I looked that up. Yeah, yeah. You look up bare metal foil. It's from what I've seen of it. It's not too expensive either. So yeah." Chat says best places to get bare metal foil is Hobby Link of right from bare metal foil. Amazon is twice as expensive, and I had them fold it in two. Wow. Or okay, its best places to get bare metal foil is Hobby Link or right from bare metal foil. Okay. In other words, bare metal foil website. That makes sense. Oh yeah, Amazon's going to charge you for shipping too. So, and why they would fold it in two, I don't know. Well, it's Amazon. Uh, Bernard says, I do like the chrome pens, but that paint is very touchy. Yeah. If you try to varnish, it dulls it. If you touch it, it dulls it. How do you protect the chrome pen paint? Uh, you don't touch it. You put it on. You put it. What I do is I put it on very slowly, very carefully, a little bit at a time. And once it's on, you set the body aside and let it dry. And you don't touch it. So I would say, and I'm sure Chet would agree with me. Do your body paint and bare metal foiling and all that first, and while it's drying, you could go on with the rest of the build. Chet says if you clear BMF, it can dull so don't so do it after clear. Okay. If you clear bare metal foil, it can dull. So do it after clear. Okay. Yeah. Listen to Chet, Bernard. That's all he does is, for the most part, is cards. My hair's a mess today. I've just. Jan says there's a special varnish for metallics. Gauzy, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. I believe you're right. I've been I've been sitting there on the recliner by the vaporizer all day. So yeah. Bernard says this is great. Thanks for all the help. That's what we're here for, my friend. That's what we're here for. That's one thing that I'm very proud of this community about, and that's our ability and our willingness to help each other. Excuse me. Oh, speaking of community and the channel and everything, I was taking a look at my YouTube studio homepage or dashboard or whatever you want to call it, and and we are 21 subscriptions away from 500. So thank you, everybody. Chet says scalpels are much sharper than Exacto. True, very true. Well, I mean, they should be. They're made for surgery. Exactos aren't. First time I see a doctor coming at me with an Exacto blade, I'm running for home. But yeah, so I made the goal. I set the goal, let's say, of 500 subscriptions before the end of the year. It looks like we're gonna get there. So thanks to you all watching, and everybody that's gonna be watching later, and everybody that's watched up until now. Missy, no. Missy wants out. I'll be right back. All right. Chet says another tip: take a black marker and color the blade edge. Go slow and let the blade cut. Don't push down on it. Oh wow. Okay. A black marker and color. Huh. Okay. Wow. Jan says, don't understand. What is the point? Uh, Chet, is that for doing bare metal foil? The black marker tip? Chet says, yes. Also, scalpel blades do not fit hobby knife handles. Okay. That makes sense then. What? Bernard says, what is the black marker for? Yeah, I'm sort of wondering that, Chet. buddy. Jan says scalpel blades can be bought sterile and non-sterile. Get the non-sterile, a bit cheaper. Yeah. Oh, okay. I get the whole thing now. The black marker makes it easier to see where you're cutting against the bare metal foil. Wow. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. Yeah, very interesting. And Moosey's off playing with his toy. His toy, little rubber chicken. And he loves the thing. It's his favorite toy out of everything. So, those of you here, okay, here's Bernard. My dogs like the rubber chickens too, but they went Ozzy Osbourne and bit all the heads off. Oh, Chet says if you get into using bare metal foil, there are a lot of great videos on using it. Yeah, I watched quite a bit of them too. Very helpful, very helpful. So, Bernard, go on YouTube. Check out those bare metal foil videos before you start. Hey, Moosey, can I show the guys your chicken? Can I show the guys your toy? Huh? Can I show the guys your toy? Here, hold on. This is Moosey's favorite toy. He's going nuts right now, so there you go, buddy. Chet says you also need cotton swabs, pointed cotton swabs, and toothpicks because you have to burnish it down and it's very thin, easy to tear. Yes, it is. I mean, yeah, if you've ever tried to mold aluminum foil around a baking that thing, it's sort of like that. Yeah, I'll worry about that. Another kind of PE. Oh, nah, no, not quite, not quite. My producer Lexi's favorite toy is lamb chop, but destroys them. So Lexi's your producer, huh? Jan says, friend of mine was using normal easy for you to say. Friend of mine was using normal kitchen aluminum foil to build all metallic plane. Wow. Bernard says, but thanks again. We'll check it out. It's a ways off for me, but one of my goals is to do a metal skin aircraft with the foil. Cool. Yeah, but don't hold yourself back on that. Uh, Jan says Genesis Designs have some video on how to. Yeah, check out Genesis. Check out her. She does some great videos. But don't hold yourself back on using that, Bernard. That's one of those things where you're not going to learn it unless you do it. And the more you hold back on it, you know, so you might as well just jump in. Uh, Bernard says, "What are you cooking for Thanksgiving, Mike?" Let's see. I got a 3 or 4 pound, maybe 4.5 so pound turkey breast thawing out there right now, and I'm gonna make got some Hawaiian brown served rolls with cheese ball. Gonna make some stuffings, some mashed taters. I made a cake out there, chocolate cake. Put chocolate chips in it, and gonna have chocolate icing. And that's about it. Then I don't know. Friday, it depends on how much work I got to do for the channel, but Friday, probably it might not be Friday. It might be Saturday. The tree's going up because Friday I got a video to make. So that's what I'm cooking for Thanksgiving. Chet says one of the guys I chat with a lot was a great builder. Built cover art for AMT, covered an entire plane kit in bare metal foil. Wow. That must have looked real good. What are you guys cooking, Bernard, for Thanksgiving? What are you having, Chester? Come on. Dean Scale Model Zone. We. Hey, we. What's up, Dean? Fred Henry's YouTube channel is West Georgia Rods and Customs, and he has a lot of tips on building and did one on bare metal foil. There you go, Bernard. Write that down, buddy. West Georgia Rods and Customs. Dean says we're traveling an hour south to Salisbury, Delaware to her son's school. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here, trying to get over this cold, and then I'm gonna eat, watch a little football. I fat fingered the turkey. There you go. Always happens. But yeah, I'm gonna watch football, and it's gonna start in the morning. Probably watch a little YouTube, and then Moosey always likes watching the dog show, and then football. And sometime along there, I gotta fit in work. Chet says 15-pound turkey stuffing, probably mashed taters and butternut squash. Bernard says we're cheating a bit this year. Have a pre-prepped smoked turkey and brisket hosting the family, so they'll take care of the sides. Cool. Dean says gonna partake in the turkey build. Building Bandai kit. No glue or paint needed. There you go. You gonna partake in? Are you partaking in? Yeah. Phil Foley's turkey build, or Bernard says those Bandai kits are pretty amazing. Yes, they are. Very, very highly detailed. Okay. Modeling Insanity podcast. And Jan says, what Bandai kit? Yeah, what Bandai kit, Dean? Chat says I'm going to do the 72-hour build with the AMC live cast. It's for only cars. Going to do a Salvino's Junior Models NASCAR kit. Cool. He says I'm looking it up. Forgot name. It's old man brain there, Dean. I get it all the time. No, the feeling. I don't think I'm even going to have time to do any building. It's going to be some painting for the tiger moth, and it's from Anime Girl on a motorcycle that has 3 configurations. Okay. Cool. Yeah, about the only thing I'm going to do on the bench is get the tiger moth primed, and at least get the cockpit parts painted, because it's got to be painted, at least the cockpit parts, because right away it's starting in on the photo edge, because it starts on the cockpit. And of course, photo etch is big for the cockpit. Bernard says, what game are you looking forward to most? I think all 3 games have potential. Just learned Ragnow, the center, came out of retirement to rejoin the Lions. Good. I'm really looking forward to that one, the Lions and Packers. That should be really good. Did the turkey shoot last year with the Insanity podcast, but I think I'm going to stick with a car this year. I don't think I'll do both, even though I picked out a plane for the turkey shoot. Okay. That was from Chet. Dean says, Bandai Original Model Kit FRS Bulma Motorcycle Variable Number 19. Okay. Sounds cool. Yeah. Yeah, I might just next year, God willing, I live that long, I'll probably do what I'm gonna do for Christmas this year, and I wanted to tell you all this during this. Next month for Christmas, we won't have a live stream that week for Christmas, because Christmas Day is Thursday this year, which means Wednesday's Christmas Eve. Can't do it then. Can't do it Tuesday. because I have a doctor's appointment out of town. So that we won't have a live stream then. John says, "Who do you fancy out of the Chiefs or Cowboys?" Hmm. I don't know. Wow, Cowboys just got done beating the champs. Uh, but again, Chiefs just barely got by the Colts. That's because the Colts did one hell of a collapse in the fourth quarter. I think the Chiefs' backs are against the wall. I'm picking the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs on that one, John. They got their back put their backs against the wall, and I think they're going to come out the rest of the season just take no prisoners kind of attitude, and I think they're going to start kicking some ass. But you never know. The only reason they got by the Colts last week was because the Colts did a major collapse in the fourth quarter. Chet says, "I hate to say this, but I'm rooting for the Cowgirls as I hate the Philadelphia Beagles and I want them to be knocked off making the playoffs." Well, I don't think that's going to happen, Chet, but yeah, I don't think the Beagles are going to be out of the playoffs. Let's see. Philadelphia did knock themselves out of number one seed, though. The Giants beat the Beagles this year. Yeah, so did the Cowgirls. So it's the Cowgirls, the Giants, and somebody else beat them. Because I know they got that last week was a third loss. And that put, I believe, either the Rams or Seahawks are number one seed now in the NFC. So yeah. What's that third game tomorrow? The night game, I believe. It's the Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, Lions. Isn't it Bengals somebody? Yeah, Bengals and Ravens, yeah. I think, well, I don't know where, see, because are Bengals still playing around with Joe Burrow or are they not? If Joe comes back, I'm picking the Ravens. I'm picking the Ravens on that. Dean says, "I liked your airbrush cleaner tip with windshield washer fluid, blue stuff. Good for pure acrylics. I use mostly Tamiya on outside of cars, some Vallejo for interiors." Well, thank you, but it wasn't windshield washer fluid. It was Windex. Windex not containing ammonia, ammonia free. But that only matters if you're dealing with lacquer and enamel. Because y'all know, hey, Moosey. Y'all know what happens when you mix ammonia with lacquers. Not good. All right, guys, it's been 45 minutes, so it's time for me to let you know halfway through the live stream what's coming up on the channel. So Friday will be the review of the de Havilland Tiger Moth kit, 148 scale from Airfix that Mr. John Christmas himself sent me. Thank you, John, I think. And let's see, that means that next Tuesday will be the first build video, followed Friday by the second build video. And as you'll hear me say in the video Friday, this series is going to be as many episodes as it takes. I'm not going to go more than 45 minutes of video. So if it takes, 12 episodes, so be it. And there will probably be I can probably pretty much guarantee that there will be a shipment of pens from Gallery during that, so there will be a break in there for a gallery review. So that's it. Dean says, oh yeah, I've heard both Windex ammonia free and windshield washer fluid from figure painter channels. Yeah. Okay. Michael Lambertino. Howdy, Michael. How's things going in your world? Over in Philly. Dean says, I'm going to try and get some video out this weekend. Doing a little traveling, hence glue paint free building project. Yeah, there you go. John Christmas says, what scheme are you thinking of for the Tiger Moth? I'm thinking of the second one. The one on the back of the instructions, if you remember which one I'm talking about. Michael says, great. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, Michael. Let me go get the instructions for you, John, and I'll show you. All right. Chet says, I just ordered Kaleido set of metallic paint and a bottle of their gloss varnish. Yeah, metallic, I think, is going to be my next one that I get from them. This is the one I'm going to do, John. I believe. It's the K4259G Anmo Headcorn Aerodome, Kent, England, 2018. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning toward, but might change. I might change my mind, you know. John says you cover it with foil. LOL. Yeah, right. All right. I should have warned you guys at the start here. Well, I did mention it, but none of you were here when I mentioned it. But it's been very windy and here all day. Wind's been blowing like 25 to 30 mile an hour with gusts around 50. The power's been flickering like 2 or 3 times today. So it could very well be possible that this live stream goes all of a sudden and we lose power. So if that happens, you know what happened. All right. Dean says, I have a triplane from Dragon in the stash waiting to be built. The rigging intimidates me. Well, that's the thing. Bernard says, solid winds. We had small tornadoes in Houston the other day. I heard about that. That's one thing I like about this, Dean. All those red lines are rigging. This shows you exactly where to put rigging. It's great. You'll see all that in the review video. Yeah, the thing that made me tell you guys that was right when I was opening this instruction book up, the lights flickered. I don't know if you saw it or not, but yeah. So, yeah, it's welcome to winter in northern Indiana, you know. Bernard says, did that kit come with rigging material or do you use your own third-party stuff? I got like 2 spools of thread material that I got that I saved from a couple other ship models that I did. And wow, I'm using that till it runs out, and when it runs out, I don't know. It's going to be a while because there's an awful lot of thread there. So that's what I'm using. I think thread will be actually realistic enough because what that rigging was actually cables, you know, operating the rudder and the flaps and everything. John says I use Easy Line for my rigging. Yeah, Easy Line. Well, Easy Line, yeah, that stretches out too, and you can glue it in there and clip it off, and it won't go slack on you. Dean says, John Christmas, that's what I've heard works well, and it does. And it does. works very well. Because the only way that easy line's gonna go slack is if you break it off. Yeah, I checked the weather report on the phone on the Weather Channel app, and they said these winds are going to stay around for tomorrow too. Dean says currently finishing the Revell Grease Lightning car. Great kit. Cool. Yeah, that was a good car too. That was a nice car. Wow. Coming up on an hour already. Time flies when you're having fun, my friends. Chet says I have a Revell Fokker DR1 Red Baron that is rigging, but doesn't say how long to cut the rigging. Eventually, I'll build it. Is that a 1/48 scale, Chet? Because I have 1/72 scale out on my end table in the living room from Airfix. John says we had about a foot of snow the other day up here in the Yorkshire Dales. Yorkshire Dales, where is that, John? In England, is that around Manchester, or is that the other side, the other coast? The other side, yeah. Well, it'd be the other coast. England is an island, duh. Chat says, Dean, the white one with lightning bolts or the custom one? Dean says, sounds cool. The white one with lightning bolts. Haven't seen a kit of the final red one. Okay, you're on the East Coast then. Okay. Well, up north there, John, it probably doesn't take you long to get to Manchester, does it? Dean says, I'm in Maryland. Ah. You anywhere near John Alec Ritchie, Dean? I know he's in Frederick, I believe. Who? Well, that tells me everything. Chet says, I think it's 1/72 scale, unless it's 1/48. Makes sense to me. 2-hour drive, so just a short drive by your standards. Actually, 2-hour drive ain't a short drive, my friend. Michael Lambertino says, what part of Maryland? Maryland. And Dean says, who? John Alec Ritchie. He is a YouTuber modeler from Maryland. and he's one of the panelists in the Airfix and Chill live stream. Dean says Eastern Shore, Maryland, near the Delaware line, but I work next to BWI. Okay. Michael says my beach home is in Ocean City, Maryland. John says met him when came over from Telford a couple of years ago. A nice bloke. Dean says I'm at work now till midnight. Well, hey, thanks for ditching your responsibilities and watching the live stream, my friend. Jan says just check Revel Dry. Okay. Let's see. John, did John Alec have his daughter with him that year? I know he took his daughter one year. Dean says my stuff is getting done. Oh Lord. Jan says DR1 is either 72, 48, or 28 scale. Ooh. Okay. John says, yeah, she was over as well. Yeah, I think that was last year he took her with her. Because I remember I was watching Airfix and Chill and listening to him talk about it. And I know ever since I started the channel, I haven't had time to watch Airfix and Chill, and I watched it maybe once since I started the channel up. Wow. God, if you guys could hear that, windows were rattling. It's blowing so hard out there. Oh, man. Yeah. I keep looking outside and just looking at the trees. There's a couple of evergreens across the parking lot. They're just going swaying. Just going nuts. So, did we all just dry up? Conversation sort of went dead. Thank you, Chet. Chet says, tried looking at the box art, but not sure which kit, as the original box got thrown out as it was destroyed. Ah, but I think it's the 172nd. Oh, you heard Moosey barking, huh? Where are you, dude? Oh, there you are. Come here. Your public is calling you. Yeah, check scale mates. Yeah, that'll work. There you go, Michael. Dean, what time is live go until? 5 o'clock Eastern. Starts at, if you're wondering, usually it's on Thursday. So, since Thursday, of course, is Thanksgiving, we're having it today, this week. But it's usually every Thursday, starting at 3:30 till 5 o'clock. There you go. Jan says 72nd scale wingspan should be around 4 inch. Yeah, that's about what mine is. Moosey gonna go nuts. Moosey, calm down. Bernard says, Scalemates is amazing. How do they know the lineage of all the kits? Someone has to know about kits that were Reeboks by a different company and when new toolings came out. Here's how it works, Bernard. Scalemates is added on by the people who view it and use it and the like. Say, like, if you have knowledge of a certain kit and it's not on there, you can add that knowledge on there. So it's not like one company's doing it. It's like viewer operated. So that's how they get all the information. Michael says Moosey wants some turkey. Oh, you're gonna get it tomorrow. Dean says that's what she said. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. Hey, calm it. Yeah. 72nd scale wingspan should be about 4 inch. And that's what she said. Yes, sir. Yeah, Moosey's gonna go nuts now because there's a bunch of people starting to come home from being out and about and work and whatever, what have you. Mooey. Dean says, I'm an old Navy sailor. That's why my mind is the way it is. Well, you don't have to be an old Navy sailor to be that way. My mind just went straight there, too. All you gotta be is a dirty old man. Hey, Chet, that'd be a good Star Trek episode. Put Nurse Chapel in a planet of dirty old men. Funny thing is, I don't build ships, Dean says. What do you build, Dean? Mostly cars? Okay. Getting antsy again. Okay. Jan says, I saw a 72nd scale BB-19. Funny little ship. Huh. Dean says, mostly cars, and then a little of whatever interests me. Yeah, I build whatever's next. Yeah, 72nd scale ship is huge. Yes, it is. You'd have to build that thing outside. Jan says it's a small tugboat, smallest USN ship, crew of 2 or 3. Dean says I have some planes, tanks, and sci-fi in the stash. I got a little of everything. I got cars, I got planes, I got ships, I got tanks, I got a gun, I got a couple of more paper models, I got a couple of more metal earth kits. Dean says I was thinking BB battleship. LOL. Yeah. 172nd scale battleship. I was thinking of like a 172nd aircraft carrier. That. Jan says booming beaver. Oh, wow. Oh, hell. Jan, I think you just put Dean's mind in the gutter again. Oh, well. LOL, yep. Yeah. Just another live mic live stream. Dean says, and some Warhammer figures and vehicles. Son was into that and left at our place. Oh. Yeah, I heard those Warhammer figures are good for practicing your airbrushing on. Okay, we're getting into the last probably 10 minutes before I have to start putting a bow tie on this thing. I'm surprised my voice made it through the whole thing. Actually, it didn't do too bad. Sort of cracked one time, and that was about it. Yeah, I'm sort of wondering about Warhammer, but why? Have no place to play it around here. All right. Come on, people. Let's see, 9 or 10 minutes left. Time to say your piece or forever hold your peace or whatever, La di da di da. Oh. Yeah, so like I said before, there's gonna be some work being done this holiday for me. Gonna do my share of eating and football watching, but I gotta finish that one video and upload it, and I gotta have that one ready to start by Friday. So Bernard says, I did Warhammer Space Marines a long time ago and had a lot of fun with them. But so far, after getting back in, it's just been planes and cars. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, we had a hobby store uptown. Oh man, that place was great. I was into anything my oldest brother. I was the youngest brother, so I was into anything my oldest brother did. And back then, he was in the model rocketry, and boy, did I love that. I remember I'd act like I was sick, stay home so I could go up and at noon and stop into the hobby store, buy me a rocket. That was kind of sad. Play sick so I could go up and buy a rocket. Yeah. Hey, it happened. back then there was no such thing as Warhammer and stuff like that. That was back in the 70s. Bernard says, yeah, I did a bit of rocketry and scouts. Both times I launched, my rockets were lost on top of buildings. LOL. Yeah, I did a little back when I first got out of college. I did a little rocketry, and I was shooting them off at what is now Grace College over in the next town over, Winona Lake. And Winona Lake had this field, and right at the end of the field was a main street called Chestnut Street, and that there was a big old hill that went down to the lake. Now, I launched this rocket. I used the smallest engine I could find, half A. This thing went up and it deployed the parachute, and the wind caught it, and this thing just kept going and going and going toward the lake. And I kept watching it. It was still way up there when it was going over the hill, so I knew it was out in the lake somewhere. Oh boy, Arky Fisherman. Oh boy, fish fly now. Okay. Hello, gentlemen. Hope everyone is ready to gorge themselves for Turkey Day. Yes, we are. You're just in time to catch me. Catch me putting a ribbon on this. Because we got about 6 minutes left before I put a ribbon on this. What are you up to down there in Arkansas? Walmart country. Jan says, normal work day over here. Dean says, I don't play the game, but I enjoy painting the Warhammer. I did some rocketry in my 20s. Oh, just got home from the hospital. What happened, son? What happened? Nothing serious, I hope. Oh, another uneasy pause. Oh, thank you. Oh boy says, just getting old. No need to bother you with my whining. Jan says, hope all is well. Oh boy. Yeah, as do all of us, I'm sure. Yep, I'm ready to gorge myself and then get back to work. Get up, watch some dog show, work, gorge myself, work. Dean says, I do have some work to do. Yeah, I'm going to go here in about 5 minutes. Well, no, actually about 15, because I got to do all the post-stream bull crap. Bernard says, enjoy the food and football if you're celebrating the holiday. If not, have a great regular day. Hope you can get some time to work on models. Yeah, that's one thing I'm going to do. But it's models for the channel. Jan says, yeah, getting above 40. Things are slowly getting worse. Yeah. Just wait till you hit 60. Things really start getting fun in your 50s, and then 60. Oh boy. Dean says, okay, everyone, have a happy Thanksgiving. Hope it's a stress-free one and stay safe and healthy. You too, Dean. Yeah, it's a good point for me to start putting a bow on this. I'm going to tell you what's coming up on the channel as usual before I sign off. Friday is going to be the review of the 148 de Havilland Tiger Moth from Airfix. Compliments of our good friend John Christmas. And then that means next week, Tuesday and Friday, are going to be the first two episodes of the build itself. Dean says, don't forget thumbs up. Thank you, Dean. Bye. Oh boy says dealing with insurance is worse than any disease. LOL. Amen to that. Just want to say to everyone before I go, don't forget if you're on the gallery website. I'm working with gallery now, so if you're on the website and you go buy something, you go to the checkout, put in my code MW Mike, all capital letters, all one word, and get 10% off. Or if you want to, you can put in Chet's code, which is Billboards Builds, and get 10% off. And if you go on their Amazon storefront and buy something and use the code SH48Mike, that's SH48Mike at checkout, you get 5% off. Oh boy says, how are their paints? Gallery, excellent paints, very well worth it. They're, depending on what line you buy from, they're anywhere from $3.50 to $4 a bottle. If you buy a 12-pack, like a metallic 12-pack or some other 12-pack, I think the only other 12-pack is a primary. They're like $45 or something like that. 24-pack is like anywhere from $75 to $80. And like I said, if you use my code at checkout, MW Mike, all capital letters, all one word, get 10% off, and plus until the 1st is their Black Friday sale, so you're going to get even more off until Monday. So, and if you want to get a link to their website, it's on any of my latest videos. So there you go. That's about all I got for this one. Don't forget, go on gallery website, buy something for yourself or for the hobbyist in your life for Christmas. Great time to get some deals. So until next time, you all know what we say around here. Never stop pushing your modeling boundaries. We'll see you later. Have a happy and blessed Thanksgiving and a safe one. Bye bye.